what are you talking about? What's happening? NASA has a live stream on YouTube about another trip to the moon? Like right now? Wait, where? I briefly heard about, like, I just kind of briefly heard about the, what's it called, the Artemis? You said it's Artemis, right? Let's take a look. Is it crazy I didn't know NASA had, like, a YouTube channel? It obviously makes sense that NASA would have a YouTube channel. NASA Artemis Watch. Let's do that. Let's take a quick look in there, guys. Are we going to... Where's NASA? Well, this is Space Flight Now. Oh my god. Are they in the... Are they there right now? Are they in space right now?
The other mission specialist, Christina Cook, will be in seat number 4. So the two members...
Hold on. Are they literally in space right now? Dude, yeah, they're clearly in space. That is floating.
Of the 2013
That's not
astronaut
floating.
class
That's
waiting
not.
for their turn.
Dude, look at this place. What the heck?
To board the Orion
I could not be
spacecraft.
comfortable sleeping here. No, they are going. They are not in space yet? Okay. Cool. NASA's Artemis crew launches to the moon. Official broadcast. Let me, Control-C, Control-V that. This is from Space Flight Now, dude. So, this is what I understand. This is what is launching in 3 hours. I think they genuinely, and I mean this seriously, I think they plan on putting a base on the moon. I think they want a base on the moon, guys. And honestly, that sounds really cool and all. I'm a little worried about the, like... For me, I don't think people can stay in space that long. You know what I mean? I don't know how it works or the physics about it. Obviously, I'm not, like, scientific when it comes to stuff like that. I just imagine, like, that exposure to, like, even if you're in a suit, even if you're in an astronaut suit, I just feel like that exposure and, like, having to get readjusted to, like, the way you float around and the lack of gravity, and, like, I'm sure that does something to people after, like, a long period of time, right? Also, how are you going to even start construction on the moon, right? And then what is the purpose of even doing that? Like, because, like, obviously we all watch movies. We think of moon base. We either think of one or two things. Either we, like, a base of operations to, like, for military purposes, or, you know, some random aliens gonna attack it and, like, infect everybody. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, I think of those two things primarily. Why would you think they would even need a base? Also, I'm worried about, like, one thing I'm worried about with a base on the moon is how do you deal with, like, debris from outside hitting the base? You know what I mean? Like another asteroid or something hitting the moon, right? Does that even happen, or does it not happen? Maybe it doesn't happen really anymore. I don't know. He's popping in to say hi. Hey, what's up, Stacy? I had to explain to a grown adult why we can't live on the moon. Okay, so you know why? Explain to me, why can't we live on the moon? I used to want to work for NASA. I think working for NASA would be really awesome, actually. Like, straight up. I think it'd be awesome.
3 hours, 42 minutes, 51 seconds and counting. You can see Victor Glover getting
that is actually really cool.
Be seated in his position, seat number 2. And the final member of the crew to enter
get everyone
the
set
capsule,
up, bro.
This is mission specialist Christina Cook, officially designated mission specialist number 1.
Let me see if I can find this real quick. Special medals. Yeah, they would have to have some type of special metal in space, right? But
Liquid hydrogen. Those two
1 second.
propellants are minus 423 for hydrogen and minus 297
God, bro.
for the liquid oxygen. They are boiling right now. They've been boiling the entire time, but they've been in the tank. And that is vented out, as you can see. When we look to a wider shot of the rocket, you can see
liquid
the
oxygen,
vacuum
huh?
and the little wisp of clouds that are coming out from the top of the rocket in the middle part of the rocket, and that is because just like you boil water on your stove, those propellants are boiling. Of course, their boiling point is much lower than water, and so it doesn't take much for them to boil. But just as if you were to leave your pot of water on the stove and just leave it there, what would happen? Well, it would completely boil off, and all the water would be gone. Just basically turned into water vapor inside your house. Well, it's the same case here. So we are continually replenishing the rocket with propellant, liquid hydrogen and oxygen, running from those propellant lines that you see there going into.
So that's how they go into space, liquid propellant, liquid hydrogen, liquid oxygen. I mean,
the launch team here, this has been a very smooth.
I remember when I was a kid, this kind of stuff I was always excited to learn about every single time, man.
And the launch team is really in a good mood right now. Cautiously optimistic, understanding that with a system this complex, you can have.
Is this in a? So someone in the chat tells me what do you guys know about this, man? Hold on a second. Let me see what you guys are saying. Canadian Space Agency CSA astronaut Jeremy Hansen, Artemis 2 mission specialist. Nice. 4 astronauts going, bro.
Thank you, Daryl. And he mentioned.
So the reason why people can't live in space for too long. So this is what someone in the chat saying. Number 1, because of the extreme cold, lack of atmosphere, so he wouldn't be able to breathe. You would experience bone density. Explain that third part. What do you mean you wouldn't? Lack of atmosphere, you wouldn't be able to breathe. Why do I feel like you said number 2 as a joke? Of course you can't breathe in space. Am I stupid? Guys, you can't live in space. You can't do that. Well, why can't you do that? Because you can't breathe in space. Yeah.
I agree.
That's why they have the suits on and they breathe in the suit.
We are reminded that this is an agency-wide effort to make today's launch attempt possible. We invited people across.
Is this an international team?
Wish our crew a safe journey.
Go Team Artemis! Go Team Artemis!
Who is you?
3, 2, 1.
Oh, it's people that work there.
Have a great flight. Godspeed. We'll get you around the moon and home.
So they're just going around the moon. Okay, good.
Be safe, to have fun, to remember that we're all down here rooting for them.
Wow.
I wish my friend and former student Victor Glover and the entire Artemis team best.
Yeah, this has to be.
Have fun.
This has to be in preparation for something much greater down the line. I really think they want to put something on the moon. Even if it's not like a station where people stay there all the time. I'm not saying realistically, like we were kind of playing science fiction a little bit there a second ago. But realistically, they're not going to do that. They're probably going to leave like just something autonomous. I think the plan is to build something autonomous on the moon. For the US. That's what I think.
We hope to see you guys back safely in San Diego, maybe singing some karaoke.
Like an eclipse cannon or something.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
Maybe. He knows exactly what he wants to do. He's like, yep, karaoke. I love that.
Man,
people submitted
look
videos
at the frame rate on this video here. It looks like one of my old streams.
You're like, you know what? I think it'll be really fun. And the overwhelming amount of people who wanted to record something for the crew.
This is in Florida, right? Typically is, isn't it?
The first time in over half a century that we're sending people back to the.
How long till launch? About 3 hours, 3.5 hours.
Kindergarten congressman.
Bro, watching NASA go to the moon. Oh, we're just taking a quick look at it. Because, I mean, we're not. By the time this happens, guys, I'll probably be streaming Phoenix Wright. So, I just wanted to get this a quick look. I'll probably, maybe I'll take get an update on it later on. But this is pretty neat, man. Like, this is not an easy trip for sure. Unless you're Superman. Why are we talking about Superman, dude? It's a vacuum. You can't breathe in a vacuum. We know that. I did say it as a joke.
for Orion.
I mean, it sounded like a joke.
Again, we are sharing.
I mean, the oxygen doesn't last forever, James.
We hope you find
Dude.
it educational and fun. But we do know you guys still have some
Guys,
questions,
why are you
we're gonna
talking
make
about
another one now.
the limitations of breathing in space like they haven't figured this out decades ago?
So cute. That wasn't a question. That was a demand.
Who is that kid?
Tell her what the
She going too?
That was so cute.
When's the first child going to
It's really
space?
cool, right? So it's a lot of like gray and white. And
When are we doing that?
shades of gray. It is something that
You're a bit
doesn't
behind
have
on it?
wind or rain.
I'm behind on it. Yeah, yeah.
or an
Have you heard of the
atmosphere.
golden disc they sent
And
up
so
in the
we
70s?
say
No. Tell
as
me
you
about
said
that.
earlier, it's the witness plate to the universe. And
Puerto
you know,
Rican
it has
flag
all
spotted
these
in the
impact
chat.
factors because it's not
Let's go.
protected. Things
Dude,
like
there's a lot of
meteoroids,
different flags here, man.
Meteoroids, asteroids, all sorts of things hit the
This
planet
is
and
like one of the
create
cool
impact factors.
things
That's part of what
that
we
I like about the internet, right?
look
Like
at
people getting
right
together and
on
just
the moon.
enjoying each other
Tell us a lot
from
about
all over the
nature
world for
different
stuff like
different
this
things.
or the
It's more
Olympics
than
or other
50
events, you
years
know what I
old.
mean? I wish we
You
had more.
can
Oh
learn
my god, someone said
from
6'7".
or the dirt that is on the moon.
Chat. Someone in the
For
chat says
question, I
6'7"
think
to
with
the
an
moon.
answer, she was cuter, Nicole.
I need y'all to stop. Jail.
Earlier,
Can we not have 6'7" in the NASA chat,
What
please?
do you want to know about
You have got to be
living
kidding me.
Orion? And we told you to pick between what the crew eats,
Stop,
sleep, how they
bro.
fly the vehicle, and how free time is spent. And the winner.
Who said 6'7" to the moon? Oh my god, dude. That's the title of this video, man.
Doing that.
Yes,
That's the title of this video, man. 6'7" to the moon, I guess.
question, and actually,
Yes, they did, bro. Like, what is...
the rocket is fairly automatic.
God, I can't escape.
Fuel system,
Guys,
wind,
I kid you not, every time
engines,
I'm
but we are gonna do some
playing any game
throughout this mission.
with Jess,
Once they launch,
6'7"
they
every time.
separate.
Not always from her,
Yes, they're actually going to
but
do a
someone always
rendezvous
mentions
and
6'7"
proximity
every single time.
operations demonstration. So what does that mean?
I'm like,
We're gonna
are you
take
kidding me,
that
dude?
portion of the rocket
It's not even
and
Rise
we're
being
gonna
upset
fly
with it
those
anymore. It's just
we'll
me.
actually
It's
take
just me.
control of the Orion spacecraft.
I despise
Get
6'7".
nice and close to
I never hated numbers before.
So you can see actually a little bit in the view that you have right now. So on the
I'm annoyed at 6'7", like I'm annoyed at some bratty child at like a family reunion that keeps on like picking his nose and wanting to touch the hot dogs.
And then on the left side, there's something similar, and so they've got
You know what I mean? Like something nasty like that.
rotational hand controllers in order to command the rocket in different axes.
Yeah, it's really exciting. I mean, Victor said it himself. Like one thing that he's really looking forward to is piloting Orion manually. So
Oh.
we'll see that during our continuous coverage. Again, we are covering this entire mission.
Wow.
We started with tanking, and we will go all the way.
Definitely, if you guys want to, in the Discord, you could post updates about Artemis.
Demonstration,
You know what I mean?
where the crew will pilot Orion
Oh
manually.
my god, Chad is actually posting
So,
6'7" in the
10-day
NASA
mission,
chat,
why don't
bro.
we take a closer look at the crew's home away from home for the next 10 days. Here's Megan Carter again.
Yeah, we're calling
Visitor complex.
6'7" to the moon, guys. 6'7" to the moon, guys. Straight up.
I'm gonna bring you back to the moon board so I can show
I
you
will
just
I will
how
tell you the moment we're
Orion
cooked is when they do the 6'7" meme
It is going to be very
in the
compact,
Artemis.
on top of the SLS rocket. Very compact, like I mentioned, over 300
Did you just break the rocket into different pieces? Now they're dead.
A couple key components,
Just
starting
kidding.
with these three fairing panels right there. When the rocket blasts off, obviously it is going to get very fast. It's going to get hot and windy. And so we have these
Oof.
three fairing panels in place to help protect our astronauts. I am also going to take you into a little bit closer look.
Dude, we can hear we can barely hear you, lady.
For the launch abort system. This is the one piece that is going to be in place to protect the astronaut should something happen to go wrong in the first few minutes of launch. They can actually hit those abort motors, and these can activate within milliseconds, basically faster than you can even blink, and that is going to pull the crew and the crew capsule away from any danger. Now,
Okay.
we hope that those are not needed, and if that is the case, then about 3.5 minutes
Okay.
into flight, the LAS and those fairing panels
I hope it doesn't fail, but at least there's something they can do to like save them.
at that point,
I didn't know that. To be honest, I did not know that.
by themselves. Now, we've talked a lot about the crew capsule.
I like how someone in the chat was like, "What time is it in America?" You know they're from another country when they say that. Dog, you know how big America is?
This is the one, we're going to think of this as the powerhouse for the spacecraft.
I need that for my internet.
Provide them with almost everything that they need for the entire mission. Temperature control.
Dude, genuinely, I genuinely mean this. Working at NASA has to be one of the coolest things ever.
Corrections and things like that. So, super quick breakdown, but as you can see,
dude,
all of these components together.
Those panels look like nori. That's crazy.
One that is built not just to fly, but to protect, sustain, and bring those astronauts home. All right, lots more to come, but let's see where we are with the crew. Back over to you, Megan.
Hey, thanks so much, Megan.
Yo, we got chat. We got people from Brazil watching, man. Brazil. Greetings from Chile. Yo, let's go. Dude, we got a lot. You got people in the chat doing like the live long and prosper sign, bro. That's crazy. People in the chat saying live long and prosper, bro.
And so again, we are now hearing mission audio.
Oh my God, guys! I just realized something.
For the crew. Successful comm checks.
What day is it?
Victor and Christina.
Yeah.
OTC Orion Earth 1.
Think about it.
CDR. Yes, sir. Configure ARS to shoot mode per EPROC 10.1.1.
Yeah, man.
Crew ingress and vehicle.
Well, this is a joke.
Config, step 1.
How come no one's questioned it? How come no one's questioned it? It is April Fool's. It'd be the most elaborate one in all of history. But well, besides the moon landing, because everyone knows that was fake.
Yeah, so they're going to work through some of these procedures and finish the ingress.
I like how I asked the question, clearly implying that it's April Fool's Day, and someone goes, "Oh, he wants to know what date it is? Oh, it's Wednesday the 1st."
Procedures getting the capsule ready for
Brother,
humans to be on.
never change.
And now look at the clock.
First of the month, yes.
Until the opening of our
This whole thing is a joke, guys.
We are pretty good on time. We are as
April Fools.
Expecting in terms of when ingress will be.
If James can see this, hi James, I'm a viewer from Trinidad, the Caribbean. Yo, what's good? Have you been? I'm pretty sure you've been on the stream before, right? Welcome to the jam.
Gary, let's check in with you about mission preparations.
We'll give this like another minute, and then I'm gonna go ahead and move on. But yeah, this is really cool, man. I wish these guys the best of luck, man. I want to see a super successful mission, and I hope that sometime in my lifetime we have a space station on the moon. And apparently something happened. What happened? What happened? He was just talking, and all of a sudden something happened. Did we lose connection? What? Okay, I don't know what happened, guys.
And again, we're waiting for those comm checks. We did confirm from our IVA officer here in Mission Control Houston that all 4 suits have plugged in umbilicals.
Yeah, everyone looks like they're plugged in, bro.
And CDR, NTD.
That's cool, man. Anyway, you guys, more than welcome to give me updates about the moon trip. Cause like the thing is tomorrow I'm not gonna be able to like really pay attention to it or like stream about it. So maybe when I get back to streaming on Saturday or Saturday, Sunday. Actually, it's a good chance on Saturday and Sunday I'm not gonna be able to do it because I'll probably be recovering my voice. But I think on Monday we might come back to this and see what happened. So hopefully, in case knock on wood, unless something happens that's not good. But I think it'll be fine. I believe so. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. This is really cool. You know, I used to love looking at stuff like this or learning about things like this all the time as a kid, man. But yeah, let's give our prayers to these guys. Safe trip. Have fun out there, and don't get jammed. All right. See you guys later.